I'd like to know what you're doing with all that chicken in your pants.
Say what?
Oh boy, street trash. So during the opening credits we see a tramp following some guy who's just throwing out the trash on the street, hence the name. And he gets into the store without being seen until this happens. Random. Now, only 60 seconds into this film, I had laughed a few times due to the ludicrous setup, random scene, and just overall pathetic awfulness of it. I mean, why are tramps funny? Out of interest, what do you call them? Do you refer to them as tramps, or hobos, or homeless, or something else? Bums! But enough of that. This film is jam-packed with amusing yet stupid random scenes, and seriously, I could talk over the entire duration of the movie and still not cover everything that's in it. I mean, look at this, a car driving on itself and it crashes. Oh no, there he is. It's good filmmaking, innit? I mean, the first 10 minutes of this film has so much humorous dialogue and bad acting, and just the worst setup for a film you could possibly imagine, that Street Trash demands to be at #1 on your to-watch list. Now, the opening few minutes include this tramp jumping into a burning building after escaping a mass of random goons who chase him for no reason. He tells a naked couple to exit the building, yet hangs around long enough to steal their things even though the building is on fire, remember. He runs away, jumps into a garbage truck, jumps out of the garbage truck, and then runs after the garbage truck. And this is the first fucking 4 minutes of this bullshit film, so this is going to be a real challenge, I swear. But hey, I did it with Zardoz, Count Blood, Grim Weekend, and with friends like these, so I'm pretty sure I can do it with this bag of bollocks. So in a nutshell, the overall plot to this film is random homeless people drink some horrible booze and they die in gloriously gory ways. It's as simple and brainless as that. Oh, and there's a stupid pig trying to put all the pieces of the puzzle together, but he can't because he's stupid. So this guy here is looking through his booze collection and decides, as you can see, to pull the wall to pieces, and lo and behold, he finds a secret hidden box which happens to have more booze in it, and he has the brainwave to sell this ancient shit for $1 to the homeless locals. So in comes a local hobo, you know, asking what's on offer, even though he's probably got no money whatsoever, and just as he's about to get this ancient bottle of Viper, in comes a guy in a wheelchair, who just randomly crashes into some crates of beer and falls to the floor. Fucking cripples. You've got to laugh. I did.
Oh, Christ. Every time you come into this fucking place, you're wrecked. Come on, get up. Get in here, the good stuff. Get up.
Oh god, we're not even 10 minutes in and this is brilliant movie making. If shit films were given Oscar awards, then something would be wrong with the world. So the local hobo, who looks a bit like George Harrison, gets the shit kicked out of him by another random bum who steals his magic Viper liquid. Why do tramps drink so much booze anyway? Do they suffer in torment from watching too many shitty films like I do? Whatever. So what you're seeing here is the first of many tramps who are going to go through this amusing, over-the-top bullshit melting process. And that's all that this film is basically about from here on in. Sure, yeah, there's a very minuscule storyline in there somewhere, but it's not enough to make the film have any logical sense to it. So the punchline should be, if you like to see hobos melt and die, watch this film. This one died inside a toilet. It's not enough to make the film have any logical sense to it. So the punchline should be, if you like to see hobos melt and die, watch this film.
Perfect
This one died inside a toilet.
Here you go, John. Made you a drink.
Oh, thanks, Professor Bruce. What is it?
It's Carlsberg. It's not Viper or any poison or anything.
Thanks, Professor Bruce.
No problem, I made it myself. I mean, Carlsberg made it, Enjoy!
I like Carlsberg. So this bearded bastard and his friends are on the streets cleaning people's car windscreens, and old Beardy pulls this geek out of his car, and look at that brilliant POV shot. I mean, this film is oh dear, he's dead. Just another normal day in the life of a tramp. So in steps the law, you know, just a single cop on his own investigating a murder, although he's pretty clueless and he gets his information simply by grabbing random bums. He doesn't grab random bums, he physically interrogates homeless people. That's a more clearer and nicer way to put it, I think. Fucking ugly bum, brush your teeth. But who needs to brush your teeth when he's got a bottle of Viper? So maybe that'll act as a hygiene agent or just make him puke up a yellow mess. I love how the cat's just watching. Cats always have evil death stares. Kinda makes me think of Wesley Snipes' vast range of faces he pulls in Passenger 57. But check this out, it's not only tramps who are wasted by Viper's power, cause if you're a stupid businessman walking along, you too can get destroyed. You know, you've been covered in toxic acid shit, but you've still got the ability to run 2 blocks before falling down and melting. And look, there's our friendly policeman again, who doesn't even try to help the guy.
Officer, he's in tremendous pain. Can't you do something?
Lady, I can only take one person at a time.
I mean, seriously, this guy can't be a cop, surely. He's just having a laugh on the streets, abusing tramps and standing around as people melt before him. This film kind of reminds me a little bit of The Stuff, cause even though that was a dessert that made people melt and explode, it's pretty much the same ludicrous setup, except The Stuff has got that catchy, shitty song.
Enough is never enough. Enough is never enough of the stuff.
The Stuff? Oh, this film is terrible.
There you go, John. You must be getting a parched throat or something with all this talking about shitty films. So here's another Carlsberg. It's not Viper either.
Oh, I've had enough, thanks, Professor Bruce.
Drink it!
Alright, Jesus. Carlsberg. Moving on, this guy walks into a shop display. Like I didn't see that coming. At least make it obvious that you're not directly going to walk into that display while looking the other way. And why would you have a display right in front of the entrance? So a tramp can walk into it. It's not as funny as the wheelchair dude. So after an amusing altercation over him stealing food and shoving chicken fillets down his pants, he walks off in a strop, puts a paper bag on his head and walks through a plate glass window like it was tissue paper. Yeah, street trash is so retarded to the max. So anyway, the cop is still on the case investigating the toilet melted guy, and he thinks that it could be napalm that's responsible, but he refers to it as fire jelly.
What causes this shit? Could it be that fire jelly from Nam?
Fire jelly. This guy is beyond stupid. In fact, I feel stupid for watching this bag of shit. It's fucking awful, yet highly entertaining because I like to see hobos melt and die. Some B-movies are fun because they're so bad, but this tries to be bad and fun at the same time and it falls flat on its face. Seriously, the story is non-existent, and if you get about halfway through this film, then you've done really well. I mean, I started skipping parts about 45 minutes in because I couldn't tolerate it anymore and I was losing the will to live. So throw in a few pointless random scenes of a bearded guy dreaming about God only knows what, the tramp taking a drunken woman back to his home to take advantage of her. I shouldn't really call it a home because he's a fucking bum. The guy popping up from Frankenhooker, yeah, that's him. And hobos playing catch with a severed penis. No, don't worry, you don't need to rewind the video, I did say playing catch with a severed penis. This film is so bad on every level. It's vile, it's loud, it's crude, it's sick, it's boring, and it's jam-packed with endless profanities, and it's just entirely wrong. The ending is shit as well. Simple. This is actually starting to make me wish that I could drink some Viper and just melt away and die. I think I should start reviewing good films from now on. Shitcase Cinema, the place to see reviews of good movies. Doesn't quite work, does it? Oh well, I'll be back next week with another shitty film. So you may recall earlier that I said this should be at #1 on your to watch list. Well, I hope you know that I was talking complete and utter bullshit because I wouldn't recommend this to anybody. And to prove how appalling this tripe actually is, I'm going to let Professor Bruce have a few seconds of screen time to tell you how bad it is.
Well, my opinion on the film doesn't matter because it's shit, but I'll tell you what. See this? There's a bit of a secret to it. It's Viper from Street Trash. I bet nobody thought of that. I bet nobody noticed. Let's see how John's going on.
It works! It works! This move gets 1 out of 10. I'll drink to that. Oh shit.
You know, John, actually, apart from this entire melting into a puddle bit, I don't think that tasted too bad.
Sure, Bruce.